You're going to be opening and you're closing your doors a lot on Halloween night, and we don't want that sneaky cat or that excited dog to race out and be out into the nighttime on Halloween night. Lots of traffic, lots of people. That is a recipe for problems. So we're going to keep them contained in the house, but if they do get loose, we want to have a way to identify them. And the best way to do that is to have them be microchipped. Again, I would say that people like to do bad things to animals, especially black cats. So, Halloween night, we are going to keep our pets inside. Now, the thing that many people are really excited about on Halloween, of course, is all of the candy. We'll have a big candy bowl that we're going to be passing out, and then if you have little ones, they're going to have bags full of candy. And it is important to remember that human candy, dogs may love it, but a lot of it is very harmful to them. Chocolate, in particular, especially dark chocolate, is toxic to our dogs. If you have candy that is sweetened with a product called xylitol instead of with sugar, xylitol is a dangerous and toxic chemical for our dogs and our cats. And candy tends to come in very cool looking, crinkly little wrappers, and cats would like to play with that, and they might try to eat that. So not only may they eat the candy, but then they might also get a bunch of wrappers stuck in their stomach and have a foreign body that needs to be taken care of because of that. Okay, other things that we want to watch out for are Halloween decorations. We decorate a lot at our house, and that means that we have a lot of things that pets can knock over, a lot of things that they could potentially eat, a lot of electrical cords that are around that we don't want them to chew on and electrocute themselves. So be cognizant of your decorations. Make sure that you have any decorations with a string or a cord, that it's in a place where a curious kitten is not going to get itself caught and tangled up in it and potentially choke to death on it. We also want to make sure that we are keeping any electrical wires and cords out of reach of our pets. An electrical shock to an animal is a bad thing. It causes serious burns and can certainly cause them to die. So we don't want them to have any reason to be interested in anything like that. Finally, the thing I would like to touch on is that some people love to dress up their pets for Halloween. They think it's great. They think it's cute, but there are some things that we need to make sure of our pets and the costumes before Halloween night. So, number one is, if you are going to get a costume for them, make sure that you try it on before Halloween night. So, things are already going to be busy and crazy that night. So let's make sure that they are comfortable in that costume and it doesn't just totally freak them out before there's even more stress involved with things. Any costumes that our pets wear should not constrict any part of their body. They should not be too tight. They should not have any trouble moving in them, and they should not have any trouble breathing or barking or meowing with them. Um, a good rule of thumb is that with anything that goes around your pet in any part of their body, you should be able to easily slip two fingers between the tie and the pet, and that's a good rule of thumb to make sure that things are not too tight. If we have costumes that have a lot of strings, a lot of dangles on them, or just are very involved, remember, dogs and cats love to get themselves hung up on things. So coffee tables, chairs, trees. So we want to make sure that our costume does not have a lot of loose items that are going to get that animal stuck when it is roaming around and trying to have some Halloween fun with you. We want to make sure that we have a costume that our dogs and our cats are not more interested in eating than they are in wearing. So if there's a part of that costume where the pet is able to scratch at it or chew at it, get its mouth on there. We don't want them to eat that costume because that can create a linear foreign body, which is a surgical emergency when that happens. So, um, all of that is to say that those costumes are cute, but I think you need to have a pet that is going to be happy with that. Not all pets are, and that we make sure that we have done our troubleshooting and due diligence that that costume is a safe thing for our pet to wear. Um, an alternative is always to just let them be their regular animal selves, or to wear a Halloween bandana, and then they're in the festive mood, and they're not going to get themselves in any sort of trouble or anything like that.